Hello, guys and girls. I won't say good morning or good evening or whatever because I realize there are people from all over the place here. Yes, today I'm coming to you from the balcony trading talks. And it's about the only time I can sit out on the balcony without melting in Dubai. So it is currently 7:56 in the morning here in Dubai. The roads are the least busy they'll be all day. As nothing really starts here until about 10 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, that is not the point of the video. I'm not here to give you an update on the Dubai traffic. I am here to talk to you today about one thing and one thing in particular that has been really on my mind the last week. In fact, do I need my glasses? Also, apologies for my morning attire. I have literally just woken up in the last hour and not fully prepared myself for the day. Probably not for a professional video about trading either, but we're keeping it real and raw here with you guys. So that's my preferred way. Full transparency, no makeup and hair before these types of videos. So this video is about why trading as a professional is not real life, or should I say why trading as a profession. Yeah, so if you do trading as a profession, that is how you receive the majority of your income, and it's the thing that makes you wealthy or creates cash flow for you. Why is it not like real life? That is the thing that's been on my mind the most this week, and trying to explain to people, you know what, I am going to do the glasses because it is already getting bright. And we are already getting to that melting point in the day. Coffee. Good. Trading is not like real life because in real life, you think you do something, you put the hours in, and most things that we do, from going from school, education, and then into the job, into the real life, most things we do, we trade time for money, right? We get paid by the hour initially, and then we maybe graduate into something that's more or seen as more prestigious, which is receiving a salary, and then we may receive something that's like a salary plus a bonus. And that's real life. That's how things go. That's how we're primed through most educational systems around the world. But trading is not like that. Some of you may have come here to this community thinking that you can quickly watch a few videos that I've produced on how to trade and ultimately implement that and create another income for yourself within a matter of days, or a couple of weeks of implementing and testing and trying this stuff out. That's not how it works. You have to think about trading as this long-term investment thing. I cannot think of a way, and this is just real, raw truth about trading from somebody that makes money consistently from the markets to somebody who does not. In order to be able to make consistent profits from the market, you need to understand that you are first and foremost forever going to be a student of the markets. You will never reach a point where you are in God mode and just ripping profits from the market. That is the wrong way to approach trading. It's disrespectful to the markets. It's disrespectful to the people and the skill that is actually required to make this thing something you can do as a profession in the first place. What I'm trying to say here is that trading, acquiring the skill of trading, is something that you invest in over time in order to acquire the skill. And at some point, you will reach a point of let's not call it break even, but you will cross the border into the profit zone. And the profit zone is really when you've stopped doing all of the things that are not helping your trading. And this is why I get you guys to track everything that you do, because there is not a single problem that people will have in their trading that we cannot isolate and fix if it's tracked. If you're just doing random stuff, you're basically just treading water and not you're investing money by losing in the markets, and you're not moving yourself forward in any way. And so you got to think about trading and your education around trading as something that you have to pay dividends to each and every month to move yourself forward. If I had started doing this when I was 18 years old, I would be a phenomenal trader by now. The reality is that I didn't do that, because when you're younger, actually I don't want to ballpark this, because I know that there are people who are young and in this community and doing well, but typically when I was younger, I wanted things fast. I didn't want to go the slow route. I didn't understand that. With trading, it's not like real life, because once you respectfully invest in it each and every month, and I mean whether that's a community or a membership that you're paying for, or whether it's you just showing up to the markets and testing each week. So you're investing time and you're trading with small lot sizes. This is an investment. Also, if you are, and this is my preferred approach, not because I'm the guy running the community and charging you money for it, but if you pay for a membership, I believe it should be the thing that keeps you involved on the journey. If you're somebody that thinks that you can come here for a few months and then go away and come back after that stronger, you are very wrong. There is only one way you are going if you leave a community that has already helped you gain X amount of experience and progress in your trading. You're kind of telling yourself that this thing doesn't work. And with trading, there's only two things that I think people can really be thinking about when they're in this community. Either you don't believe, right? You don't believe that what I'm doing is real. You don't believe that it's real, and you don't believe that it's possible to make the kind of income. Not that I make income claims all the time. I think it's ridiculous, but to be able to afford the life that I live, you either don't believe that that's possible or it's not true. Like there's something about what I'm sharing here with you, while sitting in my underwear on my balcony, that isn't real enough for you. Or you don't believe that you can do what I can do, right? It's either one of those two things, because there is no middle ground. Either you believe that what I'm doing works, or you believe that what I do does work, but you don't believe in yourself enough to back yourself to a place where you think you could mimic my results and create what I'm doing. In the paid group, I do a lot of stuff where I try to show how my day goes, like what I actually do in the morning in terms of like trading, like how I prepare myself for the day. Because what I'm trying to do is eliminate that little devil that sits on your shoulder and tells you that all of this stuff doesn't work. Trading is difficult to get into the mindset of how to trade. And it is just that. It is a mindset. It's something that you acquire over time by receiving the lessons from the market. You cannot get this from a course alone. I can only take you to a point of understanding and then bring you along on the journey so that you receive the lessons over time. And I know that sounds a little bit wanky. I get it, right? I do get it. But these are the lessons that I've learned along the way. It is not something somebody can tell me. I can't sit down with any trader friend of mine here in, even here in the UAE, who, like, when I talk with other traders, we don't even talk shop, because how they trade is different to how I trade. And we're not meeting up to have a coffee and talk about how my trading strategy is better than your trading strategy. Like, that's not what it's about. We both respectfully know that the market is not about the trading strategy. The trading strategy is just how you like to trade. To be successful as a trader, you need to think and act like a successful trader. And that is different to real life. And here's exactly how it is different. In real life, we put time into a thing, and we're often either paid by the hour, or if we run a business and we put time into the business, yes, the results are usually delayed, because you have to invest your time, you have to invest money, and you go into the red. And then you have a successful business only after a period of time. But because running a business is more likened to real life, which I describe as, having a job, receiving a salary, getting a bonus, that's real life in terms of like what we're taught. Trading is different because what you get paid is random. And you have to be okay with that. What you get paid in trading is completely random. And what's crazy about it is that the randomness usually averages out to be something that's quite consistent. But at the time, because we're so zoomed in as humans, because our real life teaches us that we need to go day by day, week by week, we don't even measure things quarterly. Big companies measure things quarterly. But as human beings, on the income aspect of stuff, we tend to just go, how much money did we make today? Or if you're in a salary, it's how much salary did I make this month? Well, my bills paid. We might think, how much money did I save? Which is a losing game. And so with trading, how it's different, how it's completely different, which I know I keep getting to, but then going off on a tangent, is that it's literally something you have to believe and trust in, that if you do what's required of you each and every day, and you show up each and every day, you look at the daily economic calendar so you can identify what kind of conditions we've got coming up, and you then plan your trades around that so you're aware of what kind of market conditions we can expect. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I talk about this a little bit in the course that's available in this group. I also talk about it on several of my YouTube live streams where I do the Sunday market breakdown, which, by the way, I will be doing tomorrow also. And then you plan your trades, set your alerts, add any pending orders to your broker that you think is going to come into play today, that you want to be able to manage and not faff about with once your alert goes off on TradingView. And that's it. That's literally it. And then you follow that plan Monday to Friday. Saturday morning, you look at what you did for the previous week, and you literally just look at what went well, what went bad, what could I have done better. That's it. Literally it. Sunday morning, you plan for the week ahead. Adjust the levels on your charts. Look at the economic calendar for the week ahead to determine what kind of week we can expect. That's it. The problem is, in the beginning, you're going to suck. You're not going to be good at this. And so it's only over time that if you do this and invest in it every single week, and you do not give up on doing that, the minute you start to go away and do other things, like if you're part of the membership here, staying with the membership will almost guarantee you that in 1 year from now, you'll be able to trade profitably. Probably sooner, but I don't like putting a timeline on this stuff. So right now, my paid membership, where I show up every single day, Monday to Friday, there is a call every day where I talk with you guys about what I'm looking at, what trades I've taken, and remind you of what it takes to be a successful trader. If you're a part of that, that's currently $125 a month. Over the year, I don't know what that would be, but less than $1,500, more than $1,000, right? For the entire year. I guarantee you right now, if you try to approach trading yourself, the average newbie trader loses more than that in their first time even trying to approach the markets. So not only do you get a method that will allow you to be successful as a trader by joining the membership, you also save yourself a bunch of headache and stress of not understanding why you're losing money in the markets. I guarantee that anybody that sticks with the membership that I've got here, they will get funded. And like I said, 100 funded traders over the next 12 months. That's what I'm going for. I know it's going to happen because I can see the results already. The only question is, how badly do you want to be one of those 100 funded traders? It does not take a lot. I'm telling you what it takes now. Trading is not like real life. Trading, you need to invest in it each and every day. Just do the same thing. And if you do this for a long enough period of time, you will get better and you will become a successful trader. What is it worth to you to like have the skill set of trading? I often think about this. Like, if I couldn't trade, what would I be doing? I'd probably be running a business. I'd probably have staff again. I'd probably have customers who I hate. I have had businesses before. If those of you who have been through the starter course, I do talk a little bit about what my previous life was. It was good in the beginning because I didn't have many customers and I didn't have many staff. But as soon as you start to scale that thing, it becomes like hell. And your boss, you don't have a boss, but you do. Your new boss becomes your customers. And this is in the service B2B industry. And trading is just like nothing else. It suits me down to a T because I am in charge of my own life. If I don't want to trade in a day, I don't need to trade. If I want to go harder, I can spend more time. I can look at increasing my capital. I can allocate more capital to my trading. If I want to take it easy over a particular period, I can do that. I literally do not have to answer to anybody. And the minute I talk to people about their current situation, where they dislike their job, they're not even paid that much to do it, and they dislike their job, yet they spend the majority of the hours of their week doing that thing, that really sucks. And I empathize with it, but at the same time, you have everything that you need right here. So either you do not believe me that this is what I'm doing and this is how it works, or you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you're capable of disciplining yourself to the point where you can follow what I'm doing every day. And if you need help with that, that's why I put together the paid community. That's why I do the daily calls. Otherwise, I could just bang up this free course, put it on YouTube, and I don't know what I would do with it, to be honest. Like, I'm helping people. I like that. I get a ton of DMs. And listen, if you think that everybody does a course just to like make $1 million off the back of selling a course, it's not true. I can tell you right now that yes, the course was a bit of a pain in the ass for me to create, but I get like probably 10 to 15 messages a week currently in my DMs about how amazing this is. Thank you for putting this together. Can't believe this is free, etc., etc. Like, you tell me that receiving messages like that every week doesn't make you feel good about yourself. Like, that for me that's enough for me of a reason to put out the course. But for me to show up every single day and do a video for you guys when I'm like busy with other stuff or I've got plans in my day, like, I'm literally not doing things in my week to help the people who have committed to me and said, yeah, I'll pay monthly for this. Like, if you help me out, I will commit to actually making this happen. And it's only those guys who I can put the real time behind, because they are the people who are going to become funded traders. I know this because they're willing to make the investment in themselves. If they're willing to invest what I consider is a small amount, I don't care what your current income is or like what country you're from, the upside potential of learning the skill of trading for $125 a month is nothing. It may be a considerable amount to you. However, what you are paying for and what you are going to require as a skill set, there is no limit to the upside on that. So, yeah. How do I want to tune out of this video here? Because I literally had no plans of how long I would talk for, but I just really wanted to get my thoughts out and yeah, on this subject of why trading it's not like real life. At the end of each week, I'll tell you this. This was a shout. Why I started thinking about this topic this week is because I think Monday, I was taking a shower, and often this is when you have your best ideas or best thoughts or eureka moments. And I was thinking to myself, it's funny because I get people come to the community who want to acquire the skill of trading to replace their income. And so immediately they're looking at income, monthly paycheck, right? And I get why that's the case. But how I look at it, as somebody who is or can classify themselves as a quote-unquote successful trader, I don't even really think about the money. Like, honestly, if I take a trade, I'm not thinking, wow, I could make 10 grand from this trade. I don't think like that, because I know that if I start thinking like that, that's when I'll do things like move my take profit slightly larger, because I want to round it off. Let's say I'm going to make $9,862. Well, why don't I just move my take profit a little bit, because then it'll be 10 grand. The minute I start doing that, that's when take profit gets missed and price comes back against you. So I don't think about the numbers. I also don't think about the challenges that I'm taking. I just trade what I see. And I know that just all I have to do each day is come to the charts, look at what opportunities are ahead of the day. So what levels are likely to get hit today? What economic calendar data do we see? Like, do we have like yesterday we had pound retail sales, which came out bullish for the pound. Pound came up to an intraday level, not even a solid like daily level or anything. Tapped just about tapped average true range, or came close enough to it on a subdued day. All we had yesterday was the pound news, and then made its pullback across all the pound pairs. So all I have to do is think about, okay, what's coming up? So we got pound. Okay, where would I be interested in taking a buy from or a sell from today on the chart based on what I'm seeing? And then I just plan it. That is it. That's all I do. And then at the weekend, I review. And then I plan on the Sunday. That's literally it. And at the end of the month, I look at my balance on my personal account, and there's money there. That's how you stay consistent as a trader. You don't look at the money every day. Oh yeah, today I made 20 grand. Good. Like, no, that's not how you need to look at trading. It's not the same as real life. So, I don't know, I'm just sort of rambling here. The heat is increasing. It's now 20 past 8. So I guess I've been talking for around 25 minutes. The good thing is your coffee doesn't go cold on the balcony. I think it actually gets hotter. But yeah, hopefully you found some kind of value in what I'm sharing with you here today. I've talked about it a few times this week in the paid group, but I think it's a really important point, because you need to look at trading as something that you invest in over the long term. If all you do is invest $125 a month in this community for the next 2 years, like, you'll be probably somewhere in the region of $2,400 in as an investment, but you will be funded, and you will have already pulled that back in your first month. Like, if you follow everything that I'm teaching here, follow everything that I'm saying, I don't know what kind of claims there are around that, but like, I know that anybody can do this if you just follow what I'm saying. Of course, nothing is guaranteed. I don't know who you are, your background, whether you're disciplined, whether you can follow a process, any of this. But if you can, it's right there for the taking. You just have to commit yourself and ask yourself, do you believe that what I'm sharing here is real and true and works? And if not, you're not going to make it, because you'll strategy hop and you go find some other dude on YouTube who's like, no, what you do is this is where you put your stop loss, this is where you enter, and it's just mechanical. You just do this over and over again. Yeah, it's like 50% hit rate, but every time you win, it's like 1 to 5. So you can lose 5 times and win and still be break even. Cool, bro. If that's more for you, go and do that. Like, that's fine. I'm just sharing with you how I do. I'm not the best trader in the world. There are phenomenal traders who are far better than me, but I don't aim to be the best trader in the world. I just aim to improve what I'm doing each and every week through the review process. And as long as I keep taking profits from the market, I get to keep living this lifestyle. I get to spend more time with my kids, with my wife, and yeah, that can all be possible for you as well. Or the second thing is you don't trust yourself, you don't believe enough in yourself that you can actually do what I can do. And so all I can say to that is, you can. You just need to follow the process. You just need to do the things that I'm sharing here. And when you screw it up, I will be there to tell you what you screwed up. Because everything, if it's tracked, can be measured and improved. So just do that. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video here, guys. Let me know in the comments if you found this useful. Could do more of them. And if there's anything in particular that you want help with, let me know in the comments below. But again, trading is not necessarily about technicals and tacticals and if this, then that, do this, do that. A lot of it's up here, right? And that's what you need to protect and shift most to get the most, to get the more progress out of your trading. So anyway, on that note, guys, have a great day. I'll catch up with you real soon.